Hey everyone, how are you doing today? I hope that you all are doing good. Bruce here from Humanity Support Teams. Today, what we are going to do is that today we will go ahead and have a quick look on the dashboard. We're going to discuss how the dashboard works, what are the basics, and what are some kind of advanced features inside the dashboard that are easily available for you to access to. So, as we can see, that this is the dashboard for one of my test accounts. And right now on the top it gives us the options for dashboard and message inbox. Now message inbox is a feature where you get to go ahead and send messages to your fellow colleagues or employees, send messages in bulk, like sending out a new message. So you can either send a message to the management team, the ASTS position, or the clocking in or KHACH position, and so on. uh, Along with that, for now, this is just a simple as view on the on the manager's end, and this is something that is also going to be available to the employees end as well. Now, moving over to the manage widget section. Now, the manage widget section is something that's been recently introduced in the application. It's been there since quite a few sprints. So, using this feature, we can go ahead and manage which kind of widget would we like to have appearing on our dashboard every time when we log it in. For me, as manager, I don't want annual anniversaries. I don't mind having birthdays. Message wall, okay. All leave, alright. Shared files, no. Time clock, training, yes. Upcoming shifts, and so on. So let's see what happens. Now the widget order has been updated. So now these are the only widgets that I can see. So I had message wall, who's now time clock, training progress, and all leave. So again, as manager, if I want to, I can go ahead and reactivate all the widgets that I want to reactivate again from my side. Now let's move to in that section. All right. Right now, moving over to manage shift trades. This is a notification widget that usually appears on the left column whenever a manager or a supervisor logs in and lets them know uh, if there is any upcoming shift trade request that's pending or has already been approved or would be requiring their attention. So anytime whenever there's a request coming in, a manager can always click on this link on this widget on the left side, this notification box, a blue box, and click to have a detailed look on the order of the trade that is going to happen. You can go ahead and remove the request right there and then. If again, that's totally depending on the settings that have been applied into the account from here. So if the access to remove a request has been given, yes, the manager can go ahead and remove that as well. Staff with no position, it's self-explanatory. These are the staff members that have no position, and as these are the staff that probably are activated, and my test account may be getting built. So, with that being said, staff with no positions is also shown on the dashboard. Staff to activate, again, self-explanatory. We have a staff that needs to be activated. This is a disabled staff. Test scheduler none at someemail.com. So I can go ahead and send an activation email there and then, or I can go ahead and manually activate them all. Leave request. By now, I'm pretty much sure that everybody knows what a leave request is and what is the process on going and looking into these leave requests. Uh, Click on the leave request will take me to the leave module. I can select a date range. In between this date range, I can see if there are any upcoming leaves that I need to look into. So I just made a couple of changes over here, and you'll notice that the number of leaves also changes. As a manager, I can also go ahead and request for leaves on behalf of my employees from this side as well. Training topic. We've got a new training topic over here. It says, let's add a new training topic, and this is also appearing on the dashboard. Timesheets. I've got 6 timesheets that need to be approved, and yeah, that's about it. That's not too hard to understand. Shifts available to be picked up. Now, as I mentioned earlier on, this is one of my test accounts. So yes, even though this is logged in as a manager for now, I had to replicate a scenario where an employee gets a notification on a shift or an open shift that they are able to pick up. Now, coming over to the shift approval feature, this is very simple. It's usually we don't see a lot of uh, clients using this feature for now, but this has been popular in the past. So yeah, it's part of the dashboard. So if there are a couple of shifts that need to be approved from the shift planning tab module or the shift planning module, so instead of going one by one on each schedule, it's better off that manager could go ahead, log themselves in over here, and use the shift approval mass tool to go ahead and approve these shifts like this, selecting them all and approving them all. Last but not least, submitting a work unit. Uh, it's kind of jumbled up, so I'll go ahead and set it up for you so it's easy for you to understand. So now I've assigned two work units to my employees, and these are the shifts. So agent one has a work unit, was given a work unit, so I can put in any value here. Or and same is the case for the second work unit for his first skill shift for the 8th of the 8th of the May, and click on save. So there we are. The work units are saved. Well, now with that being said, this was the most basic part of the dashboard section, where a manager or a scheduler or an employee logs in and gets to see what's there and how to break down the pieces of information from the dashboard.